So, our first question is just what is a living learning community?
So, a living learning community here at St. Mary's is a specialized community that has a living and learning, I guess, environment that embodies both a curricular and co curricular component instead of just living in the residence halls. So, through living learning communities, residents participate in a bunch of different things that are localized to their living learning community, also known as LLC, and they're better connected to departments around campus that help deepen their understanding of how to live in community with other students who either share similar academic interests, spiritual, or social interests as them.
And what are the different living learning communities that are available at St. Mary's?
Yeah, so because of COVID, we've actually had a lot of different changes in how many and what kind of living learning communities there are. We currently have 4 living learning communities on campus. The first is the STEM LLC, which is located in Assumption Hall. And that is where the physical STEM center lives. So all of the incoming first year students who are interested in majoring in STEM related subjects, they opted into this living learning community during room selection so that they could be better connected with their academic endeavors through STEM. The next one is the Honors Living Learning Community, which resides in Aquinas Hall, and it serves both first years and sophomores who were either invited to be in the honors program here at SMC or they're working their way into the honors program. The third living learning community is the Lasallian LLC, which actually resides in the building that I serve as a resident director for, Beckett Hall, and it predominantly has sophomore students. And this is a partnership through Mission and Ministry Center for students who are looking to learn more about the Lasallian mission and kind of what that looks like in their everyday lives. And then last but not least, which is new this year, is the Transfer Student Living Learning Community. And we worked with the C's coach, Calvin Monroe, who is the C's coach for specific transfer students and incoming transfer students who are able to live in that community. They all kind of live in the same suite, in the same hall as one another, so that they can get better connected with folks who might be like-minded like them.
For the STEM and Lasallian living learning communities, can just anybody join that if they want to?
For the STEM, yes, anyone can really join it if they want to. It's predominantly first year students. We will potentially next year have an ability for sophomores, juniors, and seniors who want to be peer mentors to live in that LLC. For the Lasallian community, yes, it's open really to anyone from sophomore year through senior year. If they want to learn more about the Lasallian mission, they can live in there.
Is there anything extra that you have to do as a part of an LLC?
Yes. So I would say that in a residence hall that has an LLC tied to it, there are some specific initiatives, programs, events, meetings, maybe that participants would have to attend in order to maintain their membership in the LLC. An example of this is the Lasallian Living Learning Community. Any participants of that or members have to enroll in a CE course and they also attend community nights. So it's kind of a win-win situation because students, a part of that community, can opt into the required CE course for all students. And so they don't have to take it next year or whatever the case may be. In the honors living learning community, so anyone can really live in there, but there are definitely students who need to maintain a certain GPA in order to opt into the honors program. Yes, there's some requirements there. There's also some colloquialisms, some events that they have to attend or participate in order to kind of qualify them to move into the honors program as well. So yeah, those are some extra things that they might have to do, but I've learned that because it's an opt-in situation where students opt into living in a living learning community, they are a lot more invested in kind of attending all of those extra things.
What are some of the benefits to living in an LLC?
So I'll provide an example. Every year, we actually have residential students take a survey during the spring about their living experience on campus. It's called the EBI surveys, and the results are compared by other WCC schools around the nation. And so during our last full normal year pre-COVID, we learned that residents of a living learning community felt an enhanced sense of belonging while living in the living learning community, and also noticed that those residents reported feeling like living on campus positively contribute to their academic performance. So I would say that the benefits of the LLC is being more connected to their academics and then feeling that community and feeling that sense of belonging here at St. Mary's.
If you could say just one thing to convince somebody to join a living learning community, what would you say?
I would probably say, and I think I've said this before to students, particularly to students who feel like they're in their first year or even a junior, for example, and they still feel like they don't belong on campus or they haven't found a sense of community on campus. I would urge them to join because through living there, they will find something that resonates with them and someone that they can connect with, whether it be their immediate roommate or their suite mate. And because there are community nights or nights where they all have to eat and talk to each other, they are definitely going to feel a sense of belonging or just some connection. So that's what I would tell them.